Good day, welcome to Nation Voice Tower. My name is Angelo, your anchor. If you're watching me for the first time, this is that hub, this is that channel too that keeps you updated on issues in Nigeria, political issues in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Now, I stumbled over another expose. I promised you that this time around, Nation Voice Tower is not going to back down from bringing you lots of secrets about the concerns of the population of Nigeria. Now, I stumbled over an expose on Twitter, and this was officially discreet, but I said, let me bring it to you, our lovely viewers. Now, I read straight from the Twitter account that had this tweet on air or in the public space. Let me read directly. Now, the Code of Conduct Bureau of Crooks and Wike's Bribe Money. That is the title of this tweet. Wike has been dragged out in this particular tweet. The governor of Rivers State, Fubara, has been dragged out too. And then Muhammad Isa, the director of the Code of Conduct Bureau. Now listen, these three people are in a very deep secret that has been lying for years, or for months, let me say. And this time around, they have been exposed. Now listen. In November 2022, the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, began an investigation of the now Rivers State Governor, Francis Siminalayi Fubara. All the invitations sent to him to appear, he shunned. The CCB, that is the Code of Conduct Bureau, threatened to drag him to the Code of Conduct Tribunal, CCT, for trials. That was the end. What happened? The chairman of the CCB, Muhammad Isa, as I said earlier on, and his 9-member board pocketed over 100 million naira each from the former Governor Nyesom Wike to back off from prosecuting Fubara seriously. After collecting the bribe money, they delayed until Fubara was sworn in as governor. The case is now dead until Fubara loses immunity. This is so strange. Okay, if you think I'm blabbing, let me show you a proof from the Code of Conduct Bureau, the invitation letter given to Siminalayi Fubara, so you would know that we aren't blabbing here. Now watch your screen. Can you see? This is the original copy of the summon from the Code of Conduct Bureau giving or summoning Siminalayi Fubara, the now governor of Rivers State. This particular summon came from the CCB countless times, but he did not honor it. And then his godfather, Nyesom Wike, came out, gave each of them, 10 of them, 100 million, and the case died down. We've had nothing about that case right now. Seriously, where does that happen? Do you now see what we're talking about? So this is an already dented country with an already compromised democracy and let me say a traumatic political system. So how do we address this? Do we address it by this particular occurrences happening, planning an invasion on Niger Republic, going on anti-party activities, insecurity everywhere, high level of unemployment, okay, kidnaps and wanton killings around every region in the country, okay, skyrocketing of fuel pump price, okay, an increment of the hardship of the people? That is not right. So let us look into these issues and address them with quick and immediate effect. We are challenging the presidency and those involved to please shun all this aside. Please take out corruption if you're doing it. Take out insecurity if you're doing it. And give us a sense of direction. That is that. Now I have a particular video that has gone viral within the last few hours. And I thought it wise to share it with you, my lovely viewers. A senator of the Federal Republic during a plenary session sometime and had to be disgraced out of the Senate building. Do you know why? Because of improper dressing. So we now have legislative officers or of public office holders that have been sent away from plenary sessions because they dressed abnormally. Let me not say much. I think I will show you the video where a particular senator from Kogi State rose the motion and went by it. Then the Senate president ruled over the motion and had to tackle the senator involved. Why will you dress him properly? Watch this video. When we come back, I'll give you more details.
A point of order? Order what?
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Karimi Sunday Steve. I represent Kogi West from Kogi State. Order 55, Rule 13. Senators shall attend the sitting of the Senate properly dressed in non-traditional and formal attire. Senator Wadada. You are not properly dressed.
No time.
You are not properly dressed.
So, distinguished colleagues, distinguished colleagues, distinguished Senator Karimi, your point of order is sustained. Distinguished Senator Abdul Fattah.
All right, in as much as as funny as it sounds, I would also say, in as much as we are accrediting or we are trying to establish a sort of comic part of this issue, we should also look at it from a very, very drastic point of view. Now, there is a simple adage that always goes, and it sounds thus: the way you're dressed is the way you be addressed. All right, we're not trying to establish any sort of field here, but as a senator of this Federal Republic and one who is seen as a mirror and who upholds the Constitution of the Federal Republic as amended, should at least lead by example and dress properly to plenary sessions. Don't dress shabbily as though you were really on your way to some farm or something. Now, on a very, very sad note, it is no longer news that one Dr. Vere Diaso, a doctor at the Lagos Island General Hospital, Odan, lost her life in an elevator that was supposed to make her life comfortable. It is no longer news. Now, I'm trying to talk about the intricacies in this particular event because in a country, at least as exposed and civilized as Nigeria, where you're supposed to have issues like a doctor of this caliber losing her life in a hospital of that caliber, and then in a country of this sort. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So what I'm saying by essence is the government has failed, the Lagos State government has failed in its duties, the federal government has failed in its supervisory duties, and all other parastatals, both medical and unmedical. All right, so saying the truth here is just the way it is. Please, at this stage in Nigeria, we should have elevators that work in ministries, parastatals, and embassies, not elevators who are supposed to make us comfortable, turning around to be bad masters over us, taking lives because of malfunctioning of various devices due to lack of steady light and so on. Right? So I guess I have a video clip of one Dr. Henry Ewunonu. Dr. Henry is a clinical pathologist, and then he came up on air to really explain the pros and cons that were evolving within the event that took away the life of Dr. Vere Diaso, and pleading to the government to quickly adhere to their cries as their demands would actually uphold the health sector of Nigeria. Stay tuned and watch this video.
Because if that hospital, that general hospital is clinically governed, they will be continuously improving services, infrastructure, and how they do things. We have heard that there was a complaint about malfunctioning of that elevator in 2021. Serially, it means that either the repairs were not effective or nothing was done. So we cannot continue this way. Something has to give. But I will still appeal to my colleagues. Staying off work, unfortunately, most painfully, will not bring back our departed colleague. I would have opted for a situation where they use the 5 days to go through all the health facilities owned and managed by the Lagos state government, to take stock, to do evaluation on everything using set standards. If I forget, the National Health Act of 2014 stipulated that there will be classification of health facilities and technologies. That means there will be created some standards for evaluating and saying this is a primary healthcare center, this is a secondary health center, this is a tertiary health center, this is a super tertiary health center. Then thereafter they award certificates of standards. So the National Health Act envisaged that there should be standards for operating hospitals. This was not done. Negligence. Somebody dropped the ball. Somebody slept on duty, and this has happened. Something has to happen. And that is why we are saying, let this provide opportunity with which the health sector and every, of course, this thing could have happened in Federal Secretariat building. There is multi-story complex that never again would faults be reported, and somebody will go home and be sleeping while there is a malfunctioning elevator, where there is a malfunctioning instrument in the hospital, where there is a life-saving critical care equipment for saving lives. It's not working very well. Where there are no drugs, where there is no blood in the blood bank, where there is no adequate personnel on duty. That's what we are saying.
All right, welcome back. Advocacy or no advocacy, we're going to be very straightforward about it. The Nigerian government has failed in this aspect. All right, if this were to happen in a hospital at the suburbs, we will say, all right, there is little or no attention given to the hospitals at the suburbs or countryside. But this is Lagos Island General Hospital. This is one of the biggest hospitals in Lagos State, and it's supposed to have a sort of let me say budget allocation on its own, aside the one given from the Ministry of Health of that state. So if something as simple as the elevator would malfunction, who knows? Sources are saying there was shortage of pints of blood from the laboratory. When the doctor was down, she needed blood. In fact, she was finally not treated in that hospital due to 1 or 2 hitches and so on. So I see no reason why we should keep quiet about this. I brought it to your notice so we understand that the health sector is failing due to the inability of the federal government and some state governments to meet up to their expectations or to their duties. Thank you so much, our viewers. Like our videos, share them, watch till the end, and don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section. If you're watching me for the first time, tap the notification bell. Do well to tap the subscribe button too, so that anytime we drop new content, you're going to be among the first people to be armed with first-hand information. From our table, we're saying good day. See you next time. Bye.